Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class, which will be a recording of a class given by Srila Prabhupada himself in Canto 1, Chapter 7, which is entitled The Son of Drona Punished. That's Ashwatam. text 2 through 4. Please kick up your listening devices a little bit volume so that you can hear more. Sometimes these are recorded in relatively low volumes. All right, so we'll start right now. Hare Krishna.
So I shall try to speak on some of the preliminary important slokas from Srimad Bhagavatam, how Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled by Vyasdev under the instruction of Sri Narad Muni. So the description was given by Suta Goswami in a very big meeting at Naimisharanya thousands of years ago, and the Suta Goswami is describing how Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled. Sri Suta Uvacha Brahmanadyam Saraswatyam Asrama Paschime Tate Sammaprasa iti prokta Rishinang Sattravardhana. There is a place, Sammapras, above Haridwar. There, Vyasdev's ashram was situated on the river Brahmanadi, Saraswati, on the east, western side, Paschime Tate, Rishinam Sattravardhana. There all the great sages and saintly persons used to perform sacrifice. Tasmin asrame, tasmin sasrame vyasa, badari sanda mandite. The ashram was surrounded by berry trees, badari, sanda means trees. Ashina upasprisha pranidadhu manasayam. So in that ashrama, formerly big saintly persons, they used to live in forest ashram. Now they have to come far away from ashrama to South Africa because people have forgotten. Formerly, big persons, they used to visit the ashrama, but nowadays people are not interested. Anartha, they are captivated by the material, external energy. It is said that not only now, formerly also, but formerly the number of people who are not interested were very small. At the present moment, the number of interested people are very small. That is the Kali Yuga. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he inaugurated this Krishna consciousness movement that people are in this age are no more interested in their value of life. They are in darkness. Therefore, Vaishnava, under the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, should go door to door, country to country, town to town, and preach Krishna consciousness for their benefit. He said, Prithivite ache joto nagoradi gram, Sarvatra prachara hai morna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired that on the surface of the globe, as many towns and villages are there, the Krishna consciousness movement should be spread. And everyone, Indian especially, was advised to take up this mission and preach. He said, Bharat bhumite manusya janma hoila ja. Janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. Paropakar means to do well to others. This is India's mission. India's mission is to elevate outside Indians, because outside India people are interested only how to make money and live materially comfortably. They do not know anything more than that. This is anartha. This is anartha. People have become interested only in bodily comforts. They do not know that we are not this body, we are spirit, soul, and we have got different interest of the spirit, soul than the bodily interest. The bodily interest is there even in cats and dogs. They also take care of the body as much as possible by them. Similarly, if we simply take care of the body and do not take care of myself, what I am, what is my necessity, then it is suicidal. That is going on all over the world. People are interested only in bodily comforts. They do not know that within this body there is spirit, soul, and he has got a different type of business or mission that we have forgotten. Therefore, Vasudev has given us this literature. The history of this literature is being described. Tasmain sa asrame vyasa badari sannamandite asina apa upasprisya pranidadho manasayam. Now, Narad Muni instructed him. Narad Muni is Vasudeva's guru. So, Vasudev presented before Narad Muni that I have written so many books, Mahabharata, Puranas, Vedanta Sutra, and Upanishad, and so many things, but I am not feeling very much happy. So, Narad Muni instructed him that you have done so many things, that is all right, but you have not described very elaborately about the activities of the Supreme Lord. Therefore you are unhappy. So I advise you that you take up this business in writing, then you will feel happy. So under his instruction, he sat for meditation. He says, it is there. Asina apa usasprisya. Before meditation, this is the process. You take water, Achman. Namo apavitra pavitra va sarvavasangato viva jasmari pundarika khamsa vaya bantram. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. 3 times you have to take water and taste it. That is called upasprisya. So he did it. Asina apa upasprisya pranidadho mana. Then he began to concentrate his mind, meditation. So that is called yoga. This meditation means bhakti yoga. Meditation, that is the real meaning. Nowadays meditation has become a fashion, but meditation is described in the Vedic literature dhyanavasthita tadgatina manasa pashyantiyam yogin. The yogis, they meditate. Dhyanavasthita. Dhyanavasthita tadgatina manasa. The mind becomes fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Tadgatina. That means transcendental absolute truth. Om Tat Sat. So, tadgatena manusa, our mind is very restless. So, it is very difficult. 5,000 years ago, when Krishna instructed Arjuna to concentrate his mind, meditate upon Super Soul, so Arjuna frankly admitted that it was not possible for him. He said to Krishna, my dear Krishna, you are advising that is nice, but it is not possible for me. Chanchala himmana Krishna pramathi valabhadram. Mind is so restless, just like wind blowing. So, to capture the mind, to make him pacify, it is a very difficult job. I don't think I shall be able to do it. Arjuna refused. But Arjuna was a great devotee. Therefore, Krishna encouraged him. Arjuna did not know anything except Krishna, always thinking of Krishna. Then he encouraged him that, my dear Arjuna, for you, you are the best yogi. Why? He described, yoginamapi sarvesham madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati juma samay yuktatam. He is first class yogi. Who? Yoginamapi sarvesham madgata, simply thinking of Krishna. Madgata. Antaratmana, within the core of heart. Always thinking of Krishna. Yoginamapi sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati joma. So we are teaching this. Krishna consciousness movement means we are teaching our disciples how to think of Krishna 24 hours. This is Krishna. And the simple method is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. So this is the process. We have got this bead bag, and within this bag there is a bead, and we chant we capture each bead and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. One bead equal to 16 times. So, the whole bead chain there is 108. So, one round means about 1700. In this way, these disciples are advised to chant at least 16 rounds. This is our daily duty. It takes about 2 hours. And after that, we are engaged in so many other businesses. Somebody is typing or printing books, somebody is going to sell books, somebody is collecting subscription, somebody is cooking for the temple deity, Radha Krishna. So, in this way, our inmates or our members are always engaged. Kirtaniya sadahari. This is the commendation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Somehow or other, be engaged 24 hours in Krishna consciousness. then your life is successful. So Krishna advised the yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana. So here Vyasdev sat in his ashram and began to meditate, means he was thinking of Krishna. Here it is said, Bhakti Yogena manasi sammak pranihite amale apasat purusham purna mayan sadapasraya. So, if we meditate in Bhakti Yoga, that is Bhakti Yoga, as Krishna advised, that yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana suddhava with faith and love. If one thinks of Krishna, Bhakti Yogena, then everything is revealed to you. Revealed to him. That is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Tesam satadujuktanam bhajatang priti purvakam buddhi yogam dadamitam jena mam abhijanti. Krishna said, anyone who is engaged, satatam. Satatam means 24 hours. He has no other thinking except Krishna. Savai mana Krishna padarvinde. This is spoken about Maharaj Ambarish. He was the emperor of the whole world. He was doing his duty as a responsible king. But still, Savai mana Krishna padarvindayu, he fixed his mind at the lotus feet of Krishna. Vachansi Vaikuntha Gunanuvarnana. And when he used to speak, he used to speak about Krishna. Vachans Vaikuntha Gunan. When he was to walk, he used to go to the temple. When he was to hear something, he was hearing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When he was to smell something, he was smelling the flowers offered at the lotus feet of Krishna. When he was eating, he was tasting the Krishna prasadam, the foodstuff, first offered to Krishna. So we can engage our senses in that way. Set example by Ambarish Maharaj. How to utilize our senses for Krishna consciousness. That is bhakti. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Bhakti means when you engage your senses for the service of the Lord. Just like example said by Maharaj Ambarish. This example is there because who can be more busy than a responsible king? He has to do so many political affairs. But still, his mind was fixed up. Sabai mana Krishna padara. In Krishna Padma. This is required. So here also Vyasdev, he applied meditation in Bhakti Yoga. Yoga means Bhakti. There are different yogas, Hatha Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Tapa Yoga, many. But the ultimate goal of this yoga means connection with the Lord. So, ultimately you have to come to the stage of Bhakti Yoga. So here Vyasdev, Bhakti Yogena manasi sammak pranihite amale. The mind became completely purified. Amale. Mala means dirty things. And amala means no dirty things. A means not. So mind became completely purified by bhakti yoga. By bhakti yoga meditation, the mind became clean. That is required. Our mission of human life is to how to cleanse the mind. Uh, Mind is not clean. Sinnatang sakata krishna pinnat savana kirtana riddantasa avadrani. Avadrani, inauspicious things. Abhadrani. Bhadra means very good, auspicious. And abhadra means inauspicious. So, in our conditioned state of life, our mind is full with inauspicious things. That is due to Rajagun and Tamagun. So, if we think of Krishna meditation, then this Raja Tamagun becomes clean. Nasta prayesu abhadreshu. Abhadra is this Raja Tamagun. So if we think of Krishna, then gradually Chetadarpana Marjanam, the mirror of our heart becomes clean. The Raja means dust, and Tama means darkness. Due to dust, suppose you have to see one mirror. If it is covered with dust, you cannot see. So Raja means the dust, and cannot see, it is darkness, that is Tama. So Bhakti Yoga, you can see within the mind clearly everything. So here, Bhakti Yogena Manasi Sammak Pranihite Amale. Amale means became completely clean. So what did he see? When the mind became clean, apasat he could see. Apasat Purusham Purnam. Purusham Purnam. Purusham person. And Purnam, complete. We are also person, every individual being, but we are not Purnam. We are Apurnam. The Purnam is the Supreme Personality of God, complete. Complete with everything. That is Purnam. We are trying to be Purnam, but it is not possible. We can be purified, but because we are very small particle, Mamaivansam, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that we living entities, we are small particles. Just like the fire and the spark. The spark is also fire, but very small particle. Similarly, we are although fire, when as good as God in quality, just like the spark and the big fire. But the spark is very small. It can burn a small portion. Suppose a spark falls on your cloth, a spot can burn, but big fire can burn. That is the distinction between God and ourselves. We are also God, but we are not Purnam God. That is Krishna. Ishara Parama Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. So, Vyasdev, he is also living entity, although he is empowered. The apasat Purusham Purnam. He saw the Supreme Personality of God. And Mayancha Tad Apasrayam. And the backside is Maya. Maya means the external energy. Just like if you stand facing the sun, the backside of there is a big shadow. That is Maya. So both things are there. The Purusham, the Krishna, and the Maya also, both things he saw. But he is not affected by Maya. This is the special significance of Krishna. Although Maya is there, he said, Mayancha jadapasrayam. Maya is there, but Krishna is not influenced by Maya, but he is controller of Maya. Therefore he is described Ishara Parama Krishna. Ishara means control. We are controlled by Maya, but Krishna is the controller of Maya. That is the difference. We are not controller, we are controlled. In the next verse, it is described that, oh, Jaya Sanmohito Jiva. This Maya is illusion, is illusion to the Jiva, to the living entities, not to Krishna. One who thinks Krishna as like us, they are mistaken. Mura, they have been described in the Bhagavad Gita, Avajananti Maga Mura, Manusim Tanumasitam. Because I am come just like a human being, these rascals, muras, asses, mura means asses. The example of mura, just like in our vernacular language, we condemn some person who is useless, gadha. So gadha, that is mura. Gadha, why he is condemned? Because he does not know his interest. He works under one washerman and loads tons of cloth on the back, and the washerman gives a morsel of grass and he stands the whole day, again carrying back the big tons of cloth. But why he is gadha? That this grass can be had anywhere, but he is thinking the washerman is supplying me grass, therefore I must carry his burden. Therefore he is gadha. Yes. He can get grasses anywhere, but he is thinking that this Mr. Washerman is so kind that he is giving me grass, so I have to bear his clothes. So the Kurmis, they are like that. They are thinking that unless we work, we cannot get our grass. Therefore, they have been described in the Shastra as asses, mura. Mura, mura ravijana. So these muras, these asses, they consider Krishna as one of us. Abhijananti mangamura manasim tanumasitam param bhavam jananta. Param bhavam jananta. They do not know what is the value of Krishna. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement is there to teach people to understand properly Krishna. And what will be the result? The result will be Janma karmanchati me dibbam jo janati tattva. If anyone simply understands Krishna, why he comes here? Jada jada idhanma saglani bhavati. Tadatmanam sajamaham. So this is dibbam. This is not ordinary birth. Ordinary birth, then why not only in India and other parts of the world, the Krishna's birthday is celebrated very pompously. If you would have been an ordinary man, then why people are interested? No. Therefore, Janma, his Janma is Dibbam. That is transcendental. That is not ordinary birth. Therefore you worship the birthday of Krishna, everyone, every Hindu, every Indian. Even Mohammedans, they also observe. In India there are many Mohammedans, they also observe Krishna's birthday. So, apasat purusham purna. Krishna is purna purush. There is no lack of everything. Saraisarja purna. 6 kinds of opulences. Riches, fame, strength, beauty, knowledge and renunciation. He is full. That is called purna. Apasat purusham purnam. And maya ansukadapasram. This maya also there. But Krishna is not affected by maya. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Daividhesa gunamayi mamo maya duratvaya. It is duratvaya for the living entities, not for Krishna. Because Krishna is the controller. And we are controlled. Therefore in the next verse it is said, Jaya Sanmahita Jiva. Jiva, we living entities, we are being controlled by this maya. Sanmohita. Sanmohita means illusion. Mohita means captivated. And sammohita. Sam means sammak. Fully. Fully. We are, you see, all these conditioned souls, they are captivated by this material energy. Just like you or Indian, you have come here so far. Many people go, I have also come, but some of us, we have come being allured by maya, and some may have come for other purposes. So, generally, these jiva, the living entities, they are allured by this maya. The Vyasadeva saw 2 things, Krishna, the Purusham Purnam, and his illusory energy. So this illusory energy is not controller of Krishna. Just like darkness. Darkness, we have got experience. Here, at night, we are experiencing darkness. But there is no darkness in the sun. The sun is there in the sky. Because the sun is not here, therefore it is darkness. But as soon as the sun will appear in the morning, there will be no darkness. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andhaka. Jaha Krishna taha nahi Maya Radhika. You haven't got to drive away darkness by some separate endeavor. You simply get the Krishna sun rise up, then your darkness will go. This Maya will go. If you remain without Krishna consciousness, then it is said, Jaya Sanmahita Jiva. He will be bewildered, illusion. Jaya Sanmahita Jiva Atmanam Trigunatmakam. Atmanam, we are self, the spirit soul. We are covered by this body, Trigunatmakam. This body means it is created by the material nature. In somebody, the quality of goodness is prominent, somebody, the quality of passion is prominent, and in somebody, the quality of ignorance is prominent. So according to this prominence of the particular modes of nature, quality, there is division. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Where there is prominence of the quality of goodness, that is Brahman. When there is prominence of the quality of passion, that is Kshatriya. When there is prominence of the quality of mixture, there is mixture also, that is Vaishya. And when there is quality of the prominence of ignorance, that is Shudra. So everything is described in the Bhagavad Gita. If you read carefully, then you will understand things as they are. That is our mission. We have published all these authentic books, Bhagavad Gita as it is, and you can read them. The human life is meant for that. That here Maya is deluding us. Jaya sanmahita jiva atmanam trigunatmakam. Atmanam, I am self, I am spirit soul, part and parcel of God. I am eternal, I am ever illuminated. But I am thinking, I am Indian, I am American, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am man, I am woman, and this and that, so on, designation. So bhakti means we have to become free from all these designations. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam, this is called. Upadhi, upadhi means designation. So the Krishna consciousness movement means how to become free from these designations. That is Krishna consciousness. The whole trouble in the world is due to these designations. We are part and parcel of God. We very much intimately related with God. But on account of this designation, we are each other enemies. Even in faraway countries, the Europeans are there, the Indians are there, the Africans are there. But on account of this bodily designation, separate, European quarter, this Indian quarter, this quarter, that quarter. This designation. So, this is here, Jaya Sanmohita Jiva, by this designation. All these living entities, they are captivated by this designation. Jaya Sanmohita Jiva, Atmanam Trigunatmakam. He is thinking that the spirit soul has become Indian, American, African, or bird, beast. No, Trigunatmakam. Paropi, although he is transcendental to all these designations, manute anartham, unnecessarily they are creating separative conclusion. Manute anartham tat kritam chavipaddate. And by that designation, he is thinking, I am Indian, I must act as Indian. I am European, I must act as European. Tat kritam cha abhipaddate. This is called anartha. Unnecessary. The spirit soul is originally part and parcel of Krishna. He should develop his Krishna consciousness and go back to home, back to God. That is his real business. But on account of this anartha, created designation, he is suffering. And he is trying to adjust things materially. That will never be possible. Punah punah char vitachar banana. You go on trying to adjust things on the material platform. It will never be done. Durasaya. This has been described. Durasayaji bohirottamani. Nate vidusharthagatim hi Vishnu. Durasayaji bohirottamani. This is durasa. This hope will never be fulfilled. One must know it, certainly. If you want to be happy, if you want to be peaceful, if you want to be elevated again to your original constitutional position, then you take to Krishna consciousness and be happy. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, here's a wonderful lecture by Srila Prabhupada, and I think we'll go on a little bit with some of the questions interesting too. I just scrolled and I realized that, so we'll just go on a little bit here.
guna in the Bhagavad Gita. The Sattva Gun, the Raja Gun, and the Tamo Gun. I wish to know whether there is any connection between the karma of the past and the three gunas.
See, what is the test?
The karma of the past life, and the three gunas. When a person is born from Sattva Gun, whether he has done good deeds in his past life or not.
Karma is the result of your associating with the gunas. Just like disease, a particular type of disease is the result of your contaminating the germ of the disease. The disease is secondary, the first year contamination. There are three gunas, that is material nature. You can contaminate the tamagun, then you get a body of tamagun. If you contaminate rajagun, then you get the body of rajagun. And if you contaminate or associate with satagun, then you get a body like that. And if you become transcendental above all these gunas, then you become situated in your original spiritual position. This is the way. Therefore, our duty is how to avoid the base contamination. Just like you try to avoid disease, you take vaccine. Similarly, if you try to associate with the best quality, modes of material nature, goodness, that is safe for your liberation. And if you contaminate the other two qualities, rajagun and tamagun, then you will be more and more entangled. Now I may have this nice human body, but if I contaminate tamagun, the next body may be dog's body, tamagun the animal body, then tree's body. There are so many, 8,400,000 of bodies. Tatha dehantara prak. So, in the human form of life, we should be conscious of what kind of association we shall accept. Therefore, we are trying to give association of Krishna consciousness. If you take to this association, then you remain uncontaminated by the material qualities. Krishna consciousness. Then your original spiritual constitution and position is revived, and you go back to home, back to God.
With due respect to His Holiness A.C. Prabhupada, may I know why is the living entity, the Jiva power, is separated from the Supreme Power, Lord Krishna? Thank you.
No, that is not very difficult to understand. Just like in your Johannesburg, there are so many people. Why not all of them come here? Some of them might have gone to the liquor store. Some of them might have gone to the hotel. So it is your option. The three qualities are there. Now it is up to you where to go. But if you know that by associating with the Krishna conscious people, you will be benefited, get knowledge, then you come here. And if you do not know in ignorance, then you go to liquor shop, hotel, restaurant. So, after all, We are part and parcel of God. God is fully independent. And we are minute part. The same example, that the spark is minute portion of the fire. It has got the burning capacity. Not exactly like God, but it has got the godly power. There are so many examples. This morning I was discussing that you are living entity, part and parcel of God. You have created one aeroplane, 747, with 500 passengers and many tons of loads of things. It is flying. So that is your creation. And God's creation is this planet. This is also running 1,000 miles per hour. And so many big, big oceans, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and so many big, big mountains, it is also carrying. It is also floating in the air. And the 747 is also floating. That is your creation, and it is God's creation. That is the difference. The equality, but not full, not purno, therefore, purusam purno. God has got the full equality. Not only this one planet, there are millions of planets floating in the air. You can see the sun planet. It is 1,400,000 bigger than this planet. That is also lying in one corner. So that is God's creation. You can create a teeny 747, that's all. Therefore, your power is there, the similar, but very, very small quantity. So we have to take care of our teeny power. That's like the spark. The spark, fat, but if it somewhere or other falls down from the fire, it is extinguished. It is extinguished. Similarly, we are part and parcel of God, the spark. If we remain with the fire, it is beautiful. And if by chance you fall down, then you are extinguished. Your brilliancy, the fiery quality, becomes extinguished. So our present position is like that. We are forgotten or fallen from God. So that little burning power, that is also extinguished. Now we have to revive it. Back to home, back to Godhead. Then you become happy.
What I would like to ask Swami is that, Swami, I'm sure you're quite aware that the Western world especially has been looking for what to do in utopia, various systems, whether it's economics or politics or whatever it is. What I like to ask Swami, what is the answer, especially India, in the quest for this utopia?
Why you are bringing India? Krishna is speaking not for India, for everyone. What is his question?
What is the Eastern or Indian understanding of utopia?
Utopia?
Perfect society.
Yeah. Perfect society is Krishna consciousness. If you accept Krishna as the center, just like in a family, if you accept the head of the family, your father, as a guiding principle, the family is happy. And if you disrupt with the opinion of the father, somebody goes away, somebody is not happy, the family is disturbed. Similarly, if you agree with the instruction of Krishna and God, the whole human society is in peace and prosperity. If you don't disagree, then it is disruption. The instruction is there in the Bhagavad Gita. You take it, you agree to it, and you become happy in this world and next world.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
So I shall try to speak on some of.
Hare Krishna. Sorry about that. So, Srila Prabhupada, this is a little longer than the ones that we've been listening to. And there's so much that Srila Prabhupada touched on, discussed. And of course, towards the end here, that should be everybody's hopefully takeaway. If we agree with the instructions of Krishna, then the whole society will be peaceful and then there'll be prosperity. Since this person asked about utopia, the perfect society, Srila Prabhupada linked it to Krishna consciousness. Mhm. The head of a family is a father, and we obey the father's principle, the guiding principles, and the family is happy. And if we don't do that and we become disruptive, then people will just go away, just like we have left the spiritual world and come to the material world. Then we're not happy and the family is disturbed like that. So Srila Prabhupada gave a very nice analogy towards the end. So devotees, whenever you want to unmute yourself, do that, and then talk about your takeaways. You can ask more questions, or you can share your realizations also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, all Srila Prabhupada. After hearing the questions, I was just thinking about it a couple of minutes ago. Actually, first I want to thank you for playing the questions rather than stopping at the lecture, because I think after hearing the questions, and I believe this class was given in South Africa, because Prabhupada mentioned Johannesburg and stuff like that. So I'm assuming it's in South
Yes,
Africa.
it is South Africa, yeah.
Okay. So after hearing the questions asked by the audience to Srila Prabhupada, at least for me, it's definitely a food for thought to go back and really read the questions again and understand it, because it's really deep. The questions may be simple, but the answer by Srila Prabhupada is so right on. It's so amazing, and it's so powerful. It's so simple, yet it's so deep that this is my takeaway is going back and reading this lecture again and hearing Srila Prabhupada again. But one thing that I would like to share is how Srila Prabhupada initially, in the beginning part of the class, he was talking about ashram, how important it is to have ashrams. Now it's not so common in ISKCON, at least. At least it was about 30 years ago. Every temple had an ashram, whether it be brahmachari or brahmacharini or even grihastha. Now it's completely, it's not so much there. But still, I think the ashram living is, at least for me, was really important, because that's where we came from 30 years ago. That it really, for me personally, the ashram lifestyle or the ashram environment was a spiritual boot camp that, quote unquote, forces us to grow in Krishna consciousness before we know it. I feel that that sort of spiritual boot camp, that sort of spiritual training is so needed in Krishna consciousness to help us expedite, I think is the right word probably, or to fast forward our purification, to be able to stick to Krishna consciousness, to be able to grow by the mercy of the spiritual master. So that was one takeaway of mine. And the other one is how Srila Prabhupada talked about cleansing the mind. I really like that point, cleansing the mind. He kept repeating the word cleansing the mind. The mind has to be clean. The mind has to be clean. So I was also appreciating that. Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. So, yes, there's so much that you can get from this, and it will be very, very, we told you what the Bhagavatam text that he was preaching from is. So, and of course, we recorded it on YouTube too, so you can definitely hear again if you want to. There's so much to pick up from there, so much takeaway. Anyone else that wants to make a comment? Please unmute yourself and do that. It would be wonderful. We have some discussion.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, such a wonderful class. Prabhupada quoted so many different shlokas and so many references. So nice. Yeah, my takeaway was, I heard before, but Krishna Surya Sama Maya hai andhakar, jaha Krishna taha nahi Maya radhikar. So Prabhupada mentions generally people get allured by the this designations and the designation and the material way of life.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever there is a Krishna, then there is no Maya radhikar. Maya is not there.
Thank you
Prabhupada,
very much. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
And Prabhupada mentions, all these problems caused due to the designations.
Mm-hmm.
They comes from the sense perceptions or material way of life. Our real business is going back to Godhead.
Mm.
Yeah. So these are
very important point.
Yeah.
Very important point that you made, that if people were not so hooked into this whole thing about designations, I'm from here, I'm from this place, I'm from that place, then they act like, oh, this is my culture of my place, therefore I should act like that. If this wasn't there would be so much more peace, because everybody then will realize that we are from we are the human race, and the soul actually is what the real person is. So then other designations don't make much, they won't be center or prominent in our minds, and that would definitely generate peace. It's so obvious. If only they knew. People who are fighting for land and fighting in so many ways. If only they knew that designation is the problem, there would be so much more peace in the world. Any other takeaways?
Actually, I wanted to add to Nitya Gopal's point, and I'm glad, Prabhu, you brought up this point about Maya, because I was remembering, and you reminded me of my other takeaway, actually, how Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna controls Maya, but Maya controls us. So that was a good reminder for us, that Krishna controls Maya, so he's not affected by it, but we are controlled by Maya, so we have to be very careful, that Maya will find any opening. And because Maya is Krishna's servant, so she's going to keep testing us to see how much we are ready to give up, and come closer to him. That's the test. So she's not a bad person. She's just the examiner.
Right.
Yes. And what's the name? Yesterday in the class? Remember yesterday's class?
Mother Gita's no, yesterday was
No. Philadelphia.
Chintamaneshwari, yes.
Chintamaneshwari was talking about it too. Maya is actually helping us. He's actually helping us by pointing out where we're going wrong, or testing us to see if we actually will stay Krishna conscious within any particular situation that he throws at us. So, like that. So literally, we get examined by Maya. Maya is the examiner to see whether we really want to come close to Krishna.
Who are comfortable in their life, they will not take a Krishna consciousness. They will think nothing is wrong. Why should I change my lifestyle?
That is the biggest problem. You just hit it right on the head there. People are satisfied, then they don't want to take the Krishna consciousness. But because they are an illusion, they think they're satisfied. That's the problem. Nobody's satisfied. Everybody is suffering one way or the other with the three modes.
That's a very good point, Nitya Gopal Prabhu. Awesome.
When Maya kicks, then they find the shelter. Hey, I am getting trouble. Where is my shelter?
Yeah. So
they run once they get into trouble. Actually, I think I was reading a quote by Srila Prabhupada, and I meant to share it, and I forgot. I was reading a quote by Srila Prabhupada last night, where Srila Prabhupada says, "Is we go to Krishna when we want help. Once it's resolved, then we forget Krishna."
Right.
And this is by Prabhupada. He actually said that. I have to see why I found it. Yesterday I was reading it, and also there Krishna was even saying similar to what Nitya Gopal is saying. Another reminder that this material world is not a place to get comfortable with.
Yes. Yeah. In the chat that he put there. Yeah.
Yep.
Another reminder that this material world is not a place to get comfortable with. We can't just stay morbid the whole time and lose hope and all of that. That's not the point. But the point is we need to understand that we are living a life in jail, and you can only go so far with jail life. Our home is in the spiritual world. And so every time Srila Prabhupada is preaching about these details, and he winds up saying, if you do the right thing, stay in Krishna consciousness, then you go back home, back to spiritual world, away from all of these problems that we're thinking. Remember how he ended it? He just said people think, oh, we can correct some things, do some things here in the material world, adjust it, and we'll be all right. He said it will never work. It will never work. Yeah. And so, and so okay, Savanga Sundar Damodar Das. I know who that is. That's a new name that happened not long ago.
Welcome, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Congratulations.
That's the one of the basis is called Srila Prabhupada.
Yes,
Jai, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please
Hare
accept
Krishna.
all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah,
Jai
I just
Shri.
Ajay.
and thanks for all your wishes and blessings. I saw the Sunday evening program, and I saw Anusaya Mataji already announced the things. Oh yeah, those are always needed. So please keep praying and blessings. So when devotees were talking about people, going to Krishna when they are in trouble, I remember that there are prayers of Kunti Maharani in which she is like, Krishna, keep giving us more trouble so that we keep on remembering you. So, I went to that. So, like, how deep is that prayer? Like, it's not so simple to ask for troubles and then remember Krishna.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, people say, oh, I'm inviting trouble to myself. But the point of it is we are so emotionally and instantly connected to Krishna when we see trouble and we remember Krishna. We immediately, no hesitation, no distraction. We just go focus straight on Krishna. Oh my God, oh my God. Like people even who are coming say, oh my God, something happens and immediately they want to connect with God like that because the soul is definitely connected with God. But we remember that way. Yeah. So yeah, very good point that you made. Hare Krishna. Any other takeaways? I have a little that I want to talk about. We're looking at the time also. Maybe I'll take a few seconds to talk about it. But every time you see the Papa's lecture, there's something, especially from the Sanskrit when it goes and it tells you some more minute details that we didn't know. So I knew Samya Pras, that's the place where the ashram of Vyasadeva was on the Saraswati River. So that was, that I didn't know that. So it was nice to just be able to take notes on that. And then he talked about how people are interested in how to make money and live comfortably. That's basically what people are thinking about doing, make money. Bodily comfort only. They're not interested in the soul. So he did talk about a situation between Narada Muni and Vyasadeva, how Vyasadeva was uncomfortable after he wrote so much. And then later, Narada Muni told you, you have not written about the activities of a Lord, that so he had to do that. And then he became happier when he did that. So, of course, there's so much now in here. I mean, the one of the longer lectures. He compared Raja to dust. Raja to dust and Tama to darkness. We've heard Tama to darkness. First time I've heard Raja, Raja, the gunas, the three gunas, mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So he compared mode of passion to dust, and then mode of ignorance, which is darkness. And the person becomes Amale, which is completely cleansed. So then we should not be, and we've already talked about the takeaway of that Krishna is not controlled by Maya. Maya is illusion, and it's illusion to us, to living entities, but never to Krishna. So that was some of the points that I picked up. Hare Krishna. Any last takeaways? He did, in fact, talk about many people living in terms of the way the washerman gives a big load to the the donkey or ass and gives a small morsel of grass, and the donkey thinks, oh, because this morsel of grass watching man is giving me, I have to be very grateful to him and do what he wants. And then they carry this heavy load. Hmm? When in fact grass can be gotten anywhere by the donkey, but they don't realize what kind of deception that the washerman is put them in to get them to carry the big load. And this is the life many people are leading here. They don't know how to get out of this situation that we're in. So, well, all glory to the Prabhupada. All right, okay, so I just went to the chat to make sure that there wasn't anything new there. All right, so is there any last comments anybody wants to make?
Yeah, I was thinking, Prabhu, why Vyasdev was not, completely happy by writing all the scriptures, because Narad Muni mentions that Vyasdev haven't focused on activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not described that. That was my takeaway. That was the reason for the Vyasdev's not satisfied fully.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes, wonderful. And we know when we hear about Krishna consciousness activities, pastimes, people who've been in Krishna consciousness for quite a while, as soon as the pastimes are narrated, it just goes right to your heart. Mm-hmm. So that's how Vyasadeva became happier about when he started writing about the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for sticking to this. I know we went well past the hour, but Krishna consciousness is wonderful every time we have discussions about it. At the back of our mind, I really don't want to stop, but we have to stop today. Vancha kalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanaṁ pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And please come on every day in a Monday to Friday and keep listening. Believe you me, you'll be purified and you'll see yourself qualified to go back to Godhead. Listening and hearing, extremely important. Have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Everybody that's heard has got 1,000 more credits.